Well, as you know, if you watched last episode, I was in Houston for the Super Bowl. I was planning to do an entire episode devoted to all the great stuff that I ate down there, except the more I went through the footage, the more I realized this following episode has to be contained within itself. That's because we need to focus on the glory that is Killens Texas Barbecue in Pearland, Texas. It's about a half hour south of downtown Houston, and I was introduced to the owner of Killens, Ronnie Killen, at the convention center along Radio Row when I was doing my show. One of my best friends in the world, Kevin Cooper, was a member of the Houston Super Bowl committee. He said, DA, if you're looking for Texas barbecue, you've got to talk to Ronnie. So I struck up a conversation. Ronnie invited me down, and I said, I'm in. What sold me was that this is J.J. Watt and Vince Wilfork's favorite barbecue joint. If you've ever seen those two guys, you know that they're big boys. They know how to eat. I am trusting J.J. and Vince Wilfork's taste in food. So I grabbed my buddy Adam Kaufman, who works for WBZ in Boston, and he was covering the Patriots. He's into food as much as I am. I said, we need to make the pilgrimage. Oh, and boy, was it worth it. My God. I mean, the hunks of meat you get here, the Texas brisket, holy cow. The beef brisket is so tender, it's absolutely out of this world. I mean, take a look at this. As big as my face, as big as my head. Ronnie Killens, the owner of this place, he's a classically trained chef, so he does barbecue at this really high-end level, but it's totally affordable. It's all about using the best cuts of meat. It's so much barbecue, it's just cheap meat that's smoked a long time. This is the highest end meat you can get. The owner and the genius behind this, Ronnie, we were talking about this before with you, and you could totally tell just how impressive the cuts of meat you guys use are.
Well, I mean, that's what I tell my guys all the time. I mean, we try to purchase the best product that we can, let it speak for itself, and keep it kind of simple.
Everything is so incredibly tender and juicy and delicious. You know it's good when an entire city in Texas waits in line for nearly an entire hour just to get a taste of this. It's like a mess hall cafeteria line coming out the door. The cool thing is they serve free beer as you wait. Can you beat that combination? I'm hearing that you guys got quite a number of briskets that you guys have to smoke coming up on Sunday for Super Bowl Sunday, like an entire acre of cattle.
Yeah, we have 250 briskets, which is about 125 cows. So, I mean, it's we have a lot, and that's just for in the stadium. So the concessions.
Wow.
So it's going to be the most that I've cooked in one day, but it's going to be fun. We have plenty space to cook and plenty of wood to keep the fires going all night, so it should be a lot of fun.
This dinosaur bone, it's like too much to handle. It's like trying to block J.J. Watt with a running back. You're just gonna get mauled. There's no answer for it. All right, I'm going in on this thing. Oh yeah, have the dinosaur bone. Ooh. Oh. This is barbecue heaven on earth. This is one of the best of Texas barbecue. You're going no sauce.
No, I don't need it, man. I'm experiencing the true, unadulterated bliss.
What about coffee? Wow, there's like a coffee bean flavor in that barbecue sauce. That's pretty cool. Wow, that's interesting. It's kind of good to like change up the palate a little bit. Never had something like that. Whoa. There's a lot of food. Let me just say, this beef brisket is the best beef brisket I've ever had anywhere. The rub is amazing. The flavor is just all through it. It falls apart. Wow. The beef brisket is like Earl Campbell sticking his helmet into a defender's chest plate. The spare ribs, it's like a Nolan Ryan fastball. Boom, boom. Killens barbecue has to be the 94-95 back-to-back Rockets. Dominant, Hall of Fame big man in Hakeem. Confetti coming down, hang the banners at Killens. This is the best barbecue in Houston and one of the best in the world. Who eats more Killens barbecue, J.J. Watt or Vince Wilfork?
Oh man, you're gonna get me in trouble. That would be Vince. So,
Vince?
Sorry, Vince.
I know that the tray that you guys made for us, I mean, was enormous. It was like 3 meals. Can Vince take that down in one sitting?
Well, I mean, I was going to do a Vince Wilfork platter. That would be kind of like our 6-meat platter, kind of like a combination of everything, because normally Texas barbecue is like brisket ribs. The trinity is brisket ribs, pork ribs, and sausage. We want people to try it all rather than just a little bit. So that's why I have a 6-meat plate, which, you know, you don't really find a lot of 6-meat plates around. But to me, I think that you need to give people a little sampling of everything you do.
This is, if you are a barbecue connoisseur, one of the meccas you have to go to before you die. This is a bucket list place. Thanks, Ronnie.
Hey, thank you very much.
This is amazing. Look, I'm not lying. That was the best beef brisket I have ever had. I don't know what Ronnie did with the rub. I don't know why it's so damn juicy. I don't know how it falls apart like that. I could have eaten half a side of cattle myself. Let me tell you, Vince Wilfork, J.J. Watt, they know what they're doing. I'm not joking. As I rewatched the footage, I started involuntarily drooling. So subscribe to NOMAD by clicking on that button right there. If you do that, each and every week you'll get notified when a new episode is up. And next week, more Houston Eats. Until then, may every one of your dreams involve a slow motion shot of brisket being sliced. Amendo, out.